3 papers that are due. Make sure they are stapled in this order: Perfin Study Guide, Chapter 7 Cnidarians, and Shape of Life Cnidarians on the Move. Behind this is the color plate. For tomorrow, we skip these videos, so if these are incomplete, you're okay. For finishing up the back part labeling, this can be found on page 190, and this can be found on page 174. And this is the back side of this page, Shape of Life. Alright, don't forget that the reading needs to be finished. As far as questions that you need to pay particular attention to, I would pay particular attention to question 18 and question number 22 on this side. Behind that page is this page, which is the article. Make sure that you highlight where you found the answers. If I don't see the highlights, then it won't be worth full credit. One question to pay particular attention to is question number 8. It's similar to question number 26 on the study guide. And that comes somewhere around this section. As far as the Cnidarian study guide, we covered the front side in class today. So you should be finishing up this today. So I will cover a few things for you. Right, so I'm not going to go through all these, just some of the ones you might have trouble with. Number 18, make sure that you know they're the first to have nerves. Look at your video notes to explain how those two sea anemones battled for turf. If not, go back and watch video number 1 on the website that I gave you, that tinycc/Cnidaria. What did you see in lab? It was called the Ephira. Do not get this mixed up. I'm going to put this separate up here. Do not get this mixed up with this thing, which is called the planula. And that is also a larval jellyfish. Function of the nematocyst is a stinging cell to capture prey. Basically, you touch it, shoots out, and hits whatever's in front of it. Make sure you know that they're only located on the tentacles, not located on the bell. Over here, what additional feature do the coral have? They have a calcium something skeleton, or you could even say that they live in colonies. You need to figure out what the second part is. What is a coral skeleton made out of? It's this calcium something. How do coral obtain their food? Don't write this, please. You got to take a look at question number 8 of the reading article, or take a look at the notes under the coral section, and it will describe how coral get most of their food, about 95% of it. And it is not by catching plankton like jellyfish, or it's not by catching plankton like sea anemones. They do something else. Over here, number 27, I am looking for the 3 body layers of the cnidarian. So, and this is basically a jellyfish upside down. So I flip it upside down, like I said, it's basically a jellyfish. So what are my 3 layers? You have this outside layer, this middle layer, and this inner kind of layer right here. Not quite a stomach yet, but it acts like one. As far as the 3 body types, in your notebook along the side, you have one of these, like a cube. So what class does that belong to? You have one that looks like a flower. So what class does that belong to? And then you have one that looks like an umbrella. What class does that belong to? And tomorrow I'm just going to show you some random images. And just using this, you should be able to tell me what class it belongs to. So what are the 2 types of reproduction found in cnidarians? Asexual and sexual, or budding. You can put budding, but put it under the asexual column. So what type of asexual reproduction do sponges have? They have the budding and the regeneration. This is the one where you put them in a blender and they're fine, given a couple of days. Cnidarians you can't do that with. Cnidarians just have the budding and that is it. Coral polyps live in calcium something. So again, you got to find this. You could even put in colonies, so I'll even accept colonies because they're grouped together. What's unique about the structure from class Hex? It's at 6-pointed spicule. So just think hex, hexagon. And then number 32, make sure you look at station number 9 of the sponge lab. Don't write this. Again, I want you to look at station number 9. Write station number 1 of the Cnidaria lab. Or don't write station number 1. Go look at station number 1 of the Cnidaria lab for this one. You're definitely going to get one or both of these on the image portion of the test.